Las Vegas, once home to a gang of playboy entertainers who pretended to be gangsters and stayed up late. They were known as the Rat Pack.
They were hard-drinking, fun-loving, sexually obsessed guys with way too much money, way too many women, and way too much time.
Frank may have been chairman of the board, but Dean was the president of boys.
She walks like an angel walks.
He was suave. It was debonair.
She talks like an angel talks.
Just a happy-go-lucky, easygoing guy.
If he had been any easier, he would have fallen asleep.
He was a really, really cool-looking man, Dean Martin.
Oh, he's a hunk. I liked him.
She's my kind of girl.
He started out as partner to madcap comedian Jerry Lewis, and for 10 years they were America's favorite double act. But Dean was frustrated.
Why do you have to act like this, Jerry?
I didn't do nothing.
Dean was just getting fed up with it. He just wanted to get out.
After 16 movies together, Dean split.
Without each other, we would be lost.
The consensus was, I think, that Dean would not make it and Jerry would.
Quite the opposite. Without Jerry, Dean's career flourished.
Hey, Mambo, don't wanna tarantella. Hey, Mambo.
He was amazingly talented, but completely squandered his talent. He wasn't particularly interested in becoming better than he was.
Hey, Goomba, I love the way you dance the rumba.
Very raffish, very rumpled, a little bit slept in, very slept in face, always had a drink in his hand.
Put the number 4 lens on, Dean. Right there.
He didn't drink at all. He just drank the whole ocean.
Scotch and soda, a margarita, a martini. I'll drink anything. When you're drinking, the show looks good to you.
It kind of went along with his image of, just kind of kicking back, having a drink, having a cigarette, and relaxing.
When the stars make you drool, just like a pasta fazool,
Dino Crocetti came from an Italian family in the Midwest and set up his own dynasty in L.A., married with 7 kids.
When you're walking a dream, but you know you ain't dreaming, signore.
The Martins were famed for hosting showbiz bashes.
Well, there were great parties. Every kind of person was there, beautiful people. But Dean was never really a part of it. He'd be on the couch, and he'd watch television.
He was the one member of the Rat Pack that did not jump whenever Frank said anything. And Frank did not like to go to bed at night. He'd stay up till 4 in the morning, and everybody would stay with him, except Dean. Dean would get up and leave.
He would even sabotage his own parties.
He'd go upstairs and call the police and say the Martins, they're being too loud, shut down their party. He'd like to go to sleep early and get up and play golf.
It doesn't matter where he was, he'd have his golf clubs with him. If he was on a set, he would be swinging the club.
He certainly had an eye for the birdies.
Dean's slogan was booze and broads. I don't think he just looked at them. As a matter of fact, I know he didn't.
Last night she was banging on my door for 45 minutes, but I wouldn't let her out.
It didn't take much more than the snap of a finger to have girls.
When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway.
He did very well with women, and his marriage broke up as a result of it.
There's a sneaky little side of me.
In 1969, Dean left Jeannie, his wife of 20 years, for a 22-year-old who just happened to be Miss World.
Maybe it was like the midlife crisis or something. He wanted a last fling.
Well, you're nobody, you're somebody. Love you, so get yourself somebody to love.
In 1987, Dean's son, Dino, died in a plane crash.
I don't think anyone was more devastated than he. I don't think he ever really recovered from that.
started drinking and doing a lot of other things that were deadly for him. He just went downhill very, very fast.
I used to go to a restaurant for dinner, and I'd see him there almost every time I went in alone in a corner. He didn't seem to have any friends left.
He didn't have that drive or that need to go prove himself anymore. He had done everything he wanted to do.
Last orders were called on Christmas Day 1995 when Dean died of lung cancer.
Everybody loves somebody sometime. There's no telling where love may appear. Something in my heart keeps saying, find someplace is here.